Alright, so I thought I'd make another short video, take a break from all the Carpenter Canyon Fire videos that I've been making, and show you what I've been working on and sweating my toots off in the garage here in 100+ degree heat. But I've got a little project that I'm working on. I kind of, jumped the gun, didn't take any before pictures or any kind of video before I started working on it. And I started working on this probably back in May. I bought it in April, and I didn't really start screwing around with it till May, and I just kind of been tinkering around with it. It's an old 1947 Farmall Cub. Let me show you what. There's the drivetrain. Motor would go right there, and this is the bell housing, the torque tube, the transmission, the rear axle, final drive. You sit right here. So I got it pretty much dismantled, and I got all the paint stripped off of it, either through bead blasting or wire brushing. And see, I got some pieces, parts up there. There's the front end. That's the whole steering assembly and the radiator. Of course, it's not a new radiator, it's a 1947 radiator, it's just got new paint on it. But just went through and cleaned everything up and got all the crud and 60 years of grease and grime and neglect off of it. Started to come along. So that's the front end. There's the engine. It's a 1 liter 4-cylinder flathead. Makes about say 9 horsepower at the drawbar, 11 horsepower at the PTO, something like that. And I got some more pieces, parts over there. So I'm kind of in the middle of painting some parts. I'll probably put the thing together, at least once I get all the individual components painted. I'll probably put the complete drivetrain assembly together and spray another coat on it, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it looks. But I got the tins over there and the wheels and tires. Well, yeah, this is a 1947 Farmall Cub. I'll show you the serial tag on it. This is serial number, if you read that, 1854. Now, I did a little bit of research, and what I found was that from what I gather anyway, every year the first 500 tractors that rolled off the line, and were all demonstrator models. So in 1947, 500. A lizard just ran across my garage floor. The first 500 Farmall Cubs that International Harvester made in 1947 were demonstrator models, and those first 500, their serial numbers were not included in the production stats for that year. And from what I gather, and I might be wrong, and if anybody's more knowledgeable on the subject than me, then please let me know. But from what I gather, they did that every year for every model. 500, first 500 for every model in every year came off the line. They were painted white, and they were demonstrator models, and they weren't included in the overall production numbers. So this tractor is actually the 1384 off the line. Pretty low number, considering they made these tractors from 1947 to 1972. And the only thing that they really changed, and there were some subtle changes in some of the driveline components, but for the most part, the mechanical part of the tractor remained unchanged during that whole production run. That's a long time. Think about, a car. You run from 1947, the same car, from 1947 to 1972. I think Volkswagen Beetle was the only one that did anything like that. Maybe Porsche. But anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do when I'm done with it. I'm probably get a belly molar for it. I'm trying to plant some grass and see if I can make some grass grow out here in the desert. And I'll turn it into a lawnmower or something. Or maybe I'll just flip it, I don't know. But that's the Farmall Cub. That's all I can think of right now. I need to get to get the engine together. I need to get main bearings and rod bearings because they were pretty scuffed. I mean, this engine, this tractor sat for 14 years in the same spot. So the tires are rotten, and just about every rubber component on it was bad, and sat with oil, you know, old engine oil in it for 14 years. The bearings were just, you know, bearings are relatively inexpensive, and the general rule I have for main bearings and rod bearings is when in doubt, throw them out and get new ones. They're cheap, so it's cheap insurance. I don't see the point in putting 35 or 40-year-old bearings back into this engine. The date stamps on the mains and rods were ranging anywhere from 1978 to 1982. So somebody was in this engine back in the late 70s, early 80s. But they last forever if you take care of them. But we'll keep you updated on that project. I got a couple more going, but for right now, it's just fires, Farmall Cubs. So subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Give me a thumbs up, and have a nice day.